Here's a stack of 5 thriller books that I think you 100% need to read before their adaptations come out. The first one is Verity by Colleen Hoover. I know that Colleen Hoover gets so much hate, but this is genuinely one of my favorite thrillers of all time. Like, I read it like 3 years ago now, and I still feel like I remember every single detail of this book. I actually woke up this morning to clips of Dakota Johnson like filming the first scene in this book, and it just looked so perfect. Like, I have such high expectations for the movie. I just know the actors are gonna do this book justice, and hopefully it's a lot better than It Ends With Us ended up turning out. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. This is part of a 3-book trilogy, and there's also a novella as well. But we are getting a movie of this first book, and again, the actors lined up for this movie, incredible. I am so excited for this. This was like one of the books that like really got me into reading thrillers. Like, I read this on Kindle Unlimited maybe like 2 years ago, and since then I've been obsessed with reading thriller books. I think they're so incredible and immersive, and I just love being on the edge of my seat reading a book. Next one is Good Girl Bad Blood. This is obviously the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. Obviously the first season came out last year and we all loved it. I think it was incredible, but there was quite a few key elements from the books missing, and so I know that's going to happen with the second book as well, and so that's why I'm recommending you read the whole series, because the book is always better than the movies and TV shows. Like, we all know that, and you've still got time. I don't even know when season 2 is coming out, but I know it's going to be some point this year. Next one I'm so excited about because I only just found out that this is becoming a movie, and this is probably my favorite thriller of all time. I feel like I've said that for all of these, but this one highly recommend, especially the audiobook. None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I just remember like listening to the audiobook for this book in literally like one day because I could not stop listening to it. It was incredible and so immersive. Part of this book is following a podcast, and so we get chapters from the podcast, like little excerpts, and in the audiobook it just feels like you're listening to a real podcast. Like, it was just incredible. I cannot recommend this enough. The last book, which I read recently and it's also a newer release, we have Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I love all of Alice Feeney's thrillers. Like, I don't think I've read one from her that I have disliked. I've read like maybe 4 or 5 now, and this one was no exception. Like, this was incredible. There was so much to this story and so much that shocked me in this, and this one is also getting its own movie. Absolutely incredible. I am so excited for all of these.